Hey guys, and welcome to day 4. So today's affirmation is I am in control of my thoughts. So let's that sink in. I know sometimes we feel like we are victims of our mind, of our thoughts, of the stories we're telling ourselves. And it's so important to tap into this affirmation. Am I actually in control of my thoughts? Or are you literally just going through the motions every day and your mind always telling you a different story and you believe in it and you just acting of whatever that is popping up every time? So let's be very aware of that affirmation today as we move. I am in control of my thoughts. And if you're not, let's work towards that. So taking one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest. Take 3 deep breaths to ground ourselves into today's practice. And to start our practice with gratitude, bring 5 things, people, or places you're very grateful for. Inhale, start to move the body, hands overhead. Interlace fingers and the hands up. Exhale, bring the right hand close to the belly. Maybe you find the hip and you exhale to the left, to the right. Inhale up. And exhale, left hand comes, maybe finds the opposite hip, adjust the belly and move to the left. Inhale back to center. You're gonna lengthen the left leg to the side, keeping that right leg in, moving back and forth. And sink into that stretch. Inhale, come back. Left hand maybe finds the toes of the knee or the heel. Stay gentle. You can stay here with this stretch or bring the right hand over. Maybe to find the fingers of the other hand or the toes. Or again, maybe you're here, that's okay. Inhale, come back, bring the leg in and lengthen on the other side. Again, back and forth first and lengthen. Allowing the body to be present, allowing the mind to be present, connecting with the breath. Walk the hands to the side, again find the toes, stay here, or maybe the left hand comes over. Inhale, gently come back. Bring both legs in, soles of the feet together. We're trying to open the feet as if you were opening a book, moving back and forth. And forward fold. Inhale, slowly come back. Hug the knees to the chest. With our right hand peace fingers, you're going to find that left big toe. Inhale, lift the leg off the mat. You can stay here again, keeping that honesty, satya, honesty with your body. If you can lengthen, you lengthen. But if you start to round, then bring that knee back in. Left hand can either support the spine behind, or if you like to balance, you open. Back to center, release, other side, peace fingers, find the big toe. Again, lift the leg and ask yourself, can I keep shoulders and chest proud, or do I lengthen? Right hand opens to balance or to support the spine. And come back to center, beautiful. One more deep breath. And find tabletop position. Cat cows, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Connecting with our breath. Remember, the word yoga comes from the Sanskrit word yo, to connect, to unite. So we're literally here connecting with our mind, connecting with our breath. Hands come past the shoulders, tuck the toes, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look at the top of the mat, walk the feet. Half lift, look forward. And exhale down. And all the way up, hands overhead. Hands to heart center. We're gonna open our feet hip distance apart, bring the hands to our hips, go with circles. Noticing which direction you're going and opposite direction. Back to center. Notice if maybe you like to find more space, feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, interlace fingers behind, look up, open your heart, open your shoulders, and exhale, forward fold, head as heavy as it is. Allow the head to be as heavy here, swing side to side. We're gonna exhale, release the hands down. You're going to bring that right hand to center. Maybe you need a block so you can find the block just to bring the floor closer to you. The left hand opens up. Exhale down, other direction, other hand. Inhale, open up. And exhale down. We're gonna open the feet even wider now. And head as heavy as it is, maybe you find that block. So the block has different heights, right? You can stay here. Or you can go lower. If the hands are on the mat, maybe you want to align those fingers with the toes, elbows in. Or maybe the head finds the mat. Inhale, slowly come back, hands to the hips, and inhale up. Bring feet back together and shake the legs. Let's move to our first sun salutation of our practice. We inhale, lengthen hands overhead. And exhale down. Half lift, look forward. Open your heart to the horizon, flat back. Exhale, hands flat, step back. Check your alignment, feet hip distance apart, grip in the mat. Inhale, past the wrist. Exhale, hug the rib cage. Inhale up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Remember our affirmation, our intention. I am in control of my thoughts. Knees down, hips back, child's pose, breathe. I am in control of my thoughts. You can always turn that affirmation into a mantra. Also, if you'd like to find more space, you can also bring the head to a block here. Mantras help us transcend the mind. A mantra means you repeat a sentence again and again. You can turn your intention into a mantra. I am in control of my thoughts. There is also the Om mantra. When we repeat Om. There is also one I love called the Hare Krishna mantra. There's many out there. You can definitely search into it if you like. Inhale, come back, find tabletop position. Once more, cat-cows, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, center. We reach the right leg back. We're gonna try and work on those arms today. So we're working on those chaturanga arms, bringing elbows inward. That's how we get those arms strong. They're not out, they are in. Look at the wrist. Are my wrists under my shoulders? I'm gonna exhale, come down. Is the chin down to the mat maybe or not here? Inhale, come up. Let's do 3. And exhale down. Inhale up. Notice the elbows going inward, hugging the rib cage, and exhale. Back to center, down. Other side. Lengthen the left leg back again. Notice your alignment. The most important here is your elbows. Gripping the mat as well, the hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, down. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale back. That is a fun balance that you can enter from this asana. Again, I'm just showing you so you can look forward to doing something like this one day. Again, I was not able to do this when I started to do yoga, but then with time it happens. So if you're lengthening the leg back, you inhale, it's called a chin stand. And come. So we're trying to keep the chin down and then trying to lift both legs. So you connect with the breath. And down. It's so hard to speak and try to do this one. But then yeah, so you're trying to keep the elbows inward to hold the weight. Give another try. Inhale. And back. Again, maybe one day you'll get to those fun asanas. Now stay focused on the breath. Those are really fun again. And the arms are strong, you're able to access. That's a whole asana. The back is strong, arm body access. The goal is to connect with your breath. Inhale, slowly come back, downward facing dog. Look at the top of the mat, step the feet. Half lift, look forward. And exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Hands to heart center. Come into our balancing pose. We inhale, bring the right knee in front of the hip. You can stay here if you like. So for balancing, there's always lots of different levels. You can stay here, hands to the hips, connect with the breath. If you like to find your tree pose, the leg comes to the side. Again, hands can stay here on the hips, heart center, or lengthen hands overhead. Try to focus on the space in front of you. Again, relaxing the face, maybe even bringing a small smile to the lips. Long breaths. If by any chance your mind, your ego is telling you, oh, this is really easy, then you close your eyes. Inhale back, lengthen the leg in front, circles with the foot, and down, shake the legs. Other side, inhale. Again, you can stay here if you like. This is your practice. Maybe you find the side of the leg. Hands can stay here. Or lengthen overhead. Notice the mind. Has the mind drifted away into thought, or are you still present in your body? I am in control of my thoughts. Exhale down, shake the legs. Bring the foot forward, first circles, and then down, shake. Just come back to our mat. Inhale, hands come up. Maybe a little back bend here. Exhale down. Half lift, look forward. Exhale, hands flat, step back, plank. Our last plank. Again, invitation to pause the video and stay here for more than 5 breaths, 10 breaths. This is your practice. If you're looking to challenge yourself, you can hold the plank for as long as you like. Whenever you're ready, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Again, remember your affirmation, I am in control of my thoughts. Exhale, Dandasana, seated staff pose. Long breaths. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, we're gonna bring the right leg in. And exhale down. So you can find that same tree pose we did standing, now seated. If you like to sink deeper, the leg comes over. Notice the knee, you're receiving the leg. And forward fold. Also, if you're finding more space, you can use that block to even lengthen. If you're finding this feels easy, sink deeper. Inhale, come back. And length. Bring that leg in, then inhale. Exhale, seated tree pose. Same if you like to sink deeper, you bring that leg in. Careful with the knee, always careful with your body, and forward fold. Inhale, come back and lengthen. We hug the legs to the chest. So before we go down, I'm gonna engage the core a little bit more here. So boat pose. It feels appropriate with this beautiful ocean view, a little boat really back in the back. Make sure you guys can see. I feel so much gratitude for this space and that I can bring this ocean to your home or office, wherever it is that you're practicing. Inhale, different variations of boats. You can stay here, lifting the toes, holding the knees. Notice that you're lifting the legs, knees together with your core. Do not tolerate any pain on your lower back. Shoulders away from the ears. You can also support your boat. You can lengthen. The lower you go, the harder it becomes. You can let go. And we're trying to keep that chest proud. Inhale, hug. Let's do that once more. Lengthen. Full expression of the pose. You find your big toes and you lengthen. Exhale, release all the way down. This is the favorite part of the class when we're back on our mat. Swing side to side. Soles of the feet together, hands on your hips as you breathe. Come back to your intention. I am in control of my thoughts. Come back to that feeling of gratitude. And once more, remind yourself your long-term intention with this 21-day practice. What are you looking for? Are you still connected with your feeling of committing? of being consistent with something, of keeping your word to yourself that you will start something and you will end it. Inhale, hug the knees to the chest. Also the feet to the mat. Maybe you like to have a supported bridge today, in which you bring that block under and you rest. The hands down again, hands can lengthen overhead. If you're working that supported bridge, there's different levels of the block. You can be here, or you can go higher. We're always looking for santosha, the Sanskrit word which means enjoyment on each of your asanas, in each one of the pose. If you're here, maybe you want to lengthen one leg up. Exhale down and other way. And exhale down. Few more breaths. Back. And if there's any other asana you like to practice before taking your Shavasana, invitation to do that. Maybe bring both knees to the left. Both knees to the right. Back to center and exhale, rest on your Shavasana. Relaxing the toes, relaxing the legs, the hips, the belly, the shoulders, the legs, the hands. Relaxing your jaw, noticing if your tongue is resting at the bottom palate. Letting go of any tension in your body. As always, you can stay on your Shavasana for as long as you like. You can always include essential oils in your Shavasana practice. If you like to maybe put some on your temples, on your wrist, take a deep inhale. And allow yourself to rest in that space in your Shavasana for as long as you like. And to close our practice today, the importance of our thoughts. I cannot I say this a lot. For me, this is the key and the most important part of our yoga practice, becoming aware of our thoughts. So this one is from Brianna West's ceremony. And she says, if you would like to change your life, you must first change the way you think about your life. Because thoughts are not just thoughts. They are bridges and doors and entryways and foundations. Our thoughts, they magnetize and repel. They can build a house and tear it down. They can energize momentum or keep you idling within your own little world forever. Thoughts are investments. They are decisions. The mind will generate an endless series of options, some inspiring and others terrifying. And so you must choose. You must choose what you will return to, what you will believe in, what you will place weight on. Because thoughts, they create feeling, and feeling creates desire, and desire creates action, and action creates reward, and reward creates more desire. And before you know it, a thought became the torch that led you down the path that is your life today. So if you would like to change your life, you must first change the way you think about your life. There never was another way. and you stay with those words in your Shavasana. I say thank you for practicing with me today, and see you tomorrow. Namaste.